What's up, YouTube? Mech here, back again for another beer review. It's another Kelsen brew, just like last week. This week we have the Kelsen Hoplite IPL. This label's a lot better than the last one. We got a cool little sword and shield soldier here, which is really neat. Once again, Kelsen Brewing Company out of Derry, New Hampshire, right in my backyard. And in my home state. So before we go and we do any pouring of the beer, let's check out what Beer Advocate has to say, which is nothing. Isn't that fun? So the Hoplite IPL from Kelsen Brewing Company does not have much of a stance on Beer Advocate. I guess I'm gonna have to do a written review for once in like forever. There's one review from someone that says a very crushable IPL, fruity hops and lager bitterness, really balanced in a good all-day drinking beer. Well, that's all well and good for an all-day drinking beer. I wish they made it in 12 packs, which they don't. So I'm gonna click on the description here to see what in India Pale Lager really is. The India Pale Lager is a hybrid of the American IPA with many example. That doesn't make any sense. With many example giving a nod to IPAs on the West Coast, typically golden in color, with some hop haze in some examples. Malt profiles are often clean and bready, allowing the focus to be on the hop varieties featured by the brewer. Bitterness levels vary, but range from moderate to high. Interesting. So, similar to a IPA, of course, it's a hybrid of an IPA. Over on Untappd.com, we have a bit more information. So, we have 5.5 ABV. So it makes this one kind of a session-y, sort of like a session-y IPA. Gets a 3.83 out of 5, so very close to being a 4 out of 5. And this description here shows a hoplite soldier was the most common type of heavily armed foot soldier in ancient Greece from the 7th to the 4th centuries BC. This clean, hop-forward lager would have any citizen ready to suit up for battle at a moment's notice. Hoplite IPL is a sessionable, okay, cool, like I said, 5.5 lager, dry hopped with Sabro Summit in Mandarina, Bavaria. Don't know what that is. I need to learn. The hop profile of this beer emits the aromas of a freshly opened bag of tropical starburst. Tasting notes of coconut, tangerine zest, and cantaloupe take center stage in this crisp, clean, and crushable beer. Very nice. Even nicer, I haven't tried this one yet. And you've seen on the channel we've done a lot of IPAs. So something that is an IPL, it's kind of exciting. So I'm going to move the mic out of the way, and we're going to open this up and get it in the glass. Me personally, I love the medieval times, if you will, or the times of ancient Greece, back when we fought with swords and shields, and we had knights in shining armor, or knights in dirty and dented armor, to be more precise, because those are the ones that saw the real fighting and are the most grizzled and strong. So it's kind of cool how Kelsen puts these kinds of characters on their labels. So, the beer itself, it's pretty clear, but anything you see through it, you're not going to really be able to decipher what it is. So it's hazy, but clear at the same time. That's confusing. I don't know. But the color to it, it's, you know, a pale sort of golden yellow almost. The head's already gone. We didn't even get a chance to talk about it. It already flew the coop. And there's almost nothing to the smell, I'll have to admit. You know, which is fine, because it's all about taste, right? Anyways, I cannot tell you anything about the smell because there's almost none. So maybe we should lower the level here of beer, and then I can switch it around and give you a better example. Smells sweet. That's the only thing I can give it. So cheers, guys, to the Hoplite IPL. That is good. Oh boy. Okay. If you've seen my reviews lately, I think at least the last maybe, I don't know. I feel like I have to check. Not all of them, but definitely the last like 3 or 4 reviews that I've done. I think like all but one were just bleh, not amazing. So, yes. Okay, so the Kelson Brew, the Scotch ale we did last week, it was good, but it wasn't, you know, the best. And then we have the Northwoods Brown Owl, which I didn't really care for either. And you know what? See, now I was gone for a little while, and the thing about that is there was a brew that I reviewed that I did not like that much, and it didn't make it onto the channel yet because it needs to be edited. Huh. Okay. Well, so you wouldn't know. But anyway, there are a couple brews in recent past that I just did not enjoy. This, however, let's get to the point. This is very tasty. I don't get much hops. And it's funny that they call it a Hoplite, because it does feel light on the hop flavor, but apparently, according to the write-up here, a Hoplite Soldier was an actual thing, which happens to be on the bottle, but coincidentally at the same time, it's light on the hops, but they're still there because it's an India Pale Lager, not an India Pale Ale. And it's very sessionable, so it's not super strong, but it's got those flavors. So here's the interesting thing with this beer. Maybe I should actually tell you how it tastes. It's got sort of this... It's got this sweet flavor underneath. And it's got this slight hop bite in the finish. But here's the thing. If you're not really big in the hops, you know, say you go after sessionable IPAs because you're not big on hops, this has a very small amount of hop flavor underneath. But in the forward, when you first take the sip, you get this wonderful sweet taste. But it's not like an overpowering kind of sweet. Let's kind of swish this so we can get some aromas going here. Oh man, okay. The guy on Untapped is right. Smells like an open bag of Starburst. Oh my gosh. Okay. He couldn't be more right. This is fucking... Oh, I just said a swear. Oh well, it's fine. I try to keep it a little bit PG, but you know, this isn't for kids. This is insane, dude. It really smells like a bag of Starburst. I'm not kidding you. That is weird. Anyway. Huh. Undeniably, there is this sweetness to it. It could be orange, but I'm not sure. It is this very nice sweetness that kind of rolls into this bitter taste that's not offensive. It's not overwhelming. You could easily drink a bunch of these, but I've never seen these in stores. I got this from the brewery itself in Derry. I'll have to ask them sometime. Hey, do you guys sell these in higher quantities? Because this is amazing. So, very good. I give it 2 very big thumbs up. It's just sad because I know I'm not going to see it in my local stores where I can get it in a larger amount. It's very tasty. This is a really good barbecue beer or just finished with the lawn work beer because it's very, very palatable, but it's also kind of light at the same time. This reminds me of those old Miller Lite commercials where they would be like, oh, it's got lots of flavor, but not the calories. Forget that crap. This has got some wonderful flavor, and it's not offensive and would just be delicious, especially when you're grilling. So, anyways, guys, if you are in the New England area, I don't know how far out Kelsen ships their beers, but if you see the Kelsen Brewing Company Hoplite IPL, please pick it up. It is very delicious. So, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you again next week.